Do you want me to stay still?
You do whatever you want. You can dance if you want to, Dave. Like, I don't mind.
I don't dance.
No. What is up, everyone? So we are privileged or blessed to be here today.
But we're here.
We're here.
It's definitely a thing.
Yeah, we are here at Dave. And what are you? International Man of Mystery. You don't like being called that, do you?
Yeah, no. So I'm just a sales manager for NT Labs. But yeah,
way
Matthew,
more boring.
Matthew just rinses me the whole time.
Now you'll recognise Dave from the podcast that we do with NT Labs and.
And the dog.
Oh, and the
Sorry,
dog. Yeah,
the dog's here.
That'll be the favourite bit of everyone. Like the dogs. Once you've got a dog in it, that's it. No one cares.
Just replace me with her, maybe.
Absolutely. Set her up on the side, and that'll be fine. Perfect. But we are in Dave's house today to scape these two cube tanks. So yeah, what's the plan? What are we thinking?
Well, my thought process, Matt, with these is they're two identical tanks, lights, filters, etc.
Nice.
But let's do maybe one as an artificial, one as a live plant.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You've seen my artificial tank that I done a little while ago.
And that was kind of my motivation on it. I must admit, I'm going to steal that a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought, that was a great scape. It looked great, looked really nice. And although like artificial is obviously
a little taboo.
Some people frown on it, but for me it's fish keeping. And I just want to be able to sort of challenge you almost and think, how good can you make it look?
I think we can make it look cool. I think we can do like a carpet effect with like low growing sort of thing, because that's the vibe we're going, rocks and carpeting style in both tanks, aren't
very
we?
much,
But you want them both easy maintenance, don't you? Because you're on the road a lot, out and about,
absolutely.
filming
I'm
podcasts.
Here, there or everywhere or whatever, So really is low maintenance, certainly low tech.
Yeah.
I'm going to rely on lighting and liquid fertilisers really.
Perfect.
Obviously got some quality substrates to be able to put in there.
A little bit of plant substrate will help everything along, and some shrimps and stuff to keep the algae down. And
Sounds
things.
cool.
So, okay, cool. We can do that. Yeah, a couple of rocks in each one. Start working with that and get on with the scape, I suppose.
Awesome.
Nothing else.
I'm going to leave you to it. No, mate.
You're going to go and sit in the corner and watch me, are you?
It's exactly what I'm going to do.
It's going to be a bit weird, isn't it? So I think we're going to start with the fake tank, and we are going to use a little bit of filter floss in the bottom because the rock we have picked up for this is a little bit big. It's quite chunky. But we're going to go super simple and try and keep it so that it's just like a few bits of hardscape and, well, easy maintenance. Now, what I'm hoping to do is have this rock, so it's just like a prop to hold the other big one up, which is famous last words, but it has got some amazing textures on this side that really need to be facing the front. That's so heavy. There you go, done. As simple as that. Get a bit of glue in between the bits, and we've got a few more little bits to go around, but that will be the basis for the scape, and then with these fake plastic plants as a carpet around it. Now obviously this one being the plastic plant tank, we haven't got any plant fertiliser or substrate going into here. We've just got a really simple like grey and black sand, so once the water's in here it goes a little bit more grey, but I think that will just look nice and it will just highlight all those stones, and especially with the bright green plastic plants it's going to look great. Now we have given this a quick wash off because I didn't know how dusty it was going to be, but actually it's quite good. It's actually not that dusty, which is a bit of a winner. Normally sands can be a little bit time heavy on the cleaning before you get them in the tank. So yeah, I think I'll be using this sand again. Now we might end up adding a bit more sort of scatter stone to this, but I do want to keep it quite simple. So I think we're going to stick with that until we get the water in there. But we do need to use this plant mat to sort of, well, create that foreground sort of carpeting effect we want. But if it's in one square lump like that, it's going to look really odd. So we need to chop this into some random shapes and start working it around this rock. Well, we have got a good amount of carpeting planned, and now I just need to fill in this whole area and make it look green. I think it should be quite easy. So with the fake scape, I don't like that, that's what you said. That's what Dave just called it.
That's what she said.
So with the fake plant tank finished, well, that's it. We've just got to fill it up now. So we're going to leave the filling until we've got both tanks done. So I suppose now we just move on to the real plantscape. And that one's going to be a little bit more work because, well, real plants. So with the real plantscape, we're going to be creating something very, very similar, but we're using multiple rocks this time instead of one big centerpiece rock, which does make it a bit trickier, but it's worth it because these rocks are quite cool textures and colours. So we've got these amazing, I think they were called leopard rock. I've never heard of it, but it's this black with this sort of white marbling and mottling in it. And I'm going to try and build a similar look to what we had in the last one, but just with smaller pieces. So we'll see how well this goes. I was actually using the sand to try and bulk up the layer of substrate because I didn't think we had quite enough, but actually that one little bag of substrate has gone a long way. So yeah, I think that's ideal. Now I have got a nice load of epiphytes to position up on the rocks, and we'll probably glue a few to little pebbles just to bring them out from that main rocky outcrop. And then again, keep it simple, keep it really easy plants. I think it's going to look good, but I do need to crack on with the planting. So planting wise, I have gone all easy plants. So we have got some nice Bucephalandras, we've got some different sized Anubiuses to sort of jot on some rocks. And I have also brought some Samolus that I'm thinking of planting as a bit of a background because it doesn't grow tall, but it's quite an easy plant to look after. Now, as always, we do need to prep the plants first. So we need to get them out of their pot. We need to get all of this rock wool stripped off and get it all cleaned off so that they're ready to place into the tank. It's not going to be a bad job, but because I've got a few plants, it is going to take a bit of time. So now with all the plants prepped, we're going to start off with the Samolus, which is this lettucey looking thing here. And I'm going to try and fill that whole back area with this. And then all the epiphytes can go on the rocks. That's the plan anyway. The last finishing touches, we're just going to put a little bit of scatter gravel around the front, just because I like these emerald greeny grey pebbles, and I think they're going to tie in nicely with these rocks. And then we're ready to fill the tanks up. So we are fully filled, finished. What do you think? Are they looking all right?
I love them. Matt, thank you so much. I think this one, it's really, really cool. I just love that piece of rock with the crease down the front of it. And I think even the artificial plant in it just really punches. I know it's new and everything, but I think that's gonna mature in really nicely.
It'll only naturalise with time. As soon as you get bits of algae on it and things, it'll look even better in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I mean, super happy with that. And again, the one with the real plants in, I think the little rock stack that you've done there and the planting combos that you've done with the stuff at the back that's going to come up.
Samolus
at the back, not stuff. Samolus at the back that's going to grow up, and the way it'll all mature in, I think it's going to look great.
Yeah,
especially really with the lighting. I just think it'll be cool. Yeah, so thank you. I'm really stoked with them. That's great. Yeah,
more than welcome. And then the reason we need now to treat the tanks.
Okay, so what we're going to use now is our dechlorinator. So this is our new product called Optimus. Optimus is a very concentrated dechlorinator, but it also has some extras in there which will detoxify ammonia, nitrite and nitrate as well.
You may have seen this a lot in my videos recently, because I have been using this now for what, like 2-3 months maybe? Quite a while, haven't I?
Yeah.
And it is just like phenomenal stuff.
Yeah,
for
sure.
It is great.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be a super addition to the NT product range. In addition to Optimus, we've also got Satis. So Satis is a revolutionary new product. So we've all used filter starters.
This is the one that I'm excited by. This is the one that I've been using a lot of.
Yeah, this is magic. So it's not actually magic, by the way.
It's a little bit magic, if I'm honest. Like, we could go into the depths of details on these two products, and it does then sound a little bit like magic. When I was explained how they work, my brain melted a little bit, what was left of it.
Yeah, so, I mean, go into stores and ask them about this product. Stores will have this by sort of middle of January onwards. So go in and ask your stores about this. I'm not going to go into it all on the video because it just takes too long. But Satis is a bacterial colony, but we've also added some extra organisms in there, which speeds up the process dramatically. So there's lots and lots of products on the market that are just pretty much the same bacterial supplements. This is now something completely different. There's nothing else like this. This will allow us to introduce fish and take the ammonia, the whole nitrate cycle, and changes everything. So again, look out for Satis. Satis is going to be a little bit special, and hopefully will make fish keeping so much easier for everybody.
It's not one of those things. When you first gave me that, and I was explained what, how, where, and when, I was a little bit like, yeah, okay, cool, no worries.
Yeah.
But using it at home for the last couple of months now, like, it's insane. And I've done some tests where I've put, high levels of food in a tank, no animals in there, no fish, no nothing, and using that. And it just wipes everything out so quickly.
Yeah.
And then team that up with water changes with Optimus, it's just amazing stuff. So by the time you're seeing this video, in theory, you should be seeing this hitting the shelves, because it's been in test for a long time now, and it's going to be cool stuff.
So this bottle has got the seal on the top.
It's brand spanking
new. Yeah. Take the seal out.
How did you get the seal in there?
Machines.
What, you can put a whole seal in there?
Yeah. So as far as when you come to treat your aquariums, These guys, 40 centimetre cubes, so I reckon about 65 litres each. So we're going to use Optimus now to make the tap water safe for our fish to go in. We'll cycle these and we'll put the fish in again at some point in the future. Maybe we'll revisit with an extra edit to the video with the fish going in.
Once the fish are in there, we can show you all. But let's get this stuff in.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as how much this treats, 5 mil, which is a capful, conveniently, treats 200 litres of water. Oof. It's not by coincidence, but each one of the threads in the cap, it will take about 1 mil. So one thread will treat about 100 litres of water. These are obviously are only 65. You can't overdose with this. That's the important thing. So if you do have smaller aquariums and a super concentrated dechlorinator, you can just fill up to the bottom of one of the threads in the cap.
Done. And that's a good thing, isn't it? With, you know, you can't really overdose this stuff. Yeah, okay, if you had a tiny tank and maybe like the biggest bottle.
Yeah.
But like, you can't really overdo this stuff.
No, for sure. There's nothing in there really which is going to cause any danger or any harm. It's just super concentrated, so it goes on. It goes such a long way.
Yeah, cool.
Cost effective wise.
Oh yeah,
it's important to everybody. This stuff is really right up there.
Yeah, and it's the same dosage with Satis. There's a new one as well?
No, Satis is a different dosing rate.
Is it?
I'm not going to put that in today.
Are you not?
No, purely because, Matt, it's going to be a bit of a waste. If I put that in today, there's no food source for the bacteria.
No, it's gone.
So, it's just going to be a bit of a waste.
Absolutely.
I'll use Satis when I'm maturing the aquariums, and certainly when the fish go in. And then after filter cleans, after water changes, things like that.
And that's the main time that you're going to have that problem, isn't it, really, is when you start adding things that are, well, the plants are living in this one, but they're not going to be producing waste like fish. So,
no, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
So, Optimus and Satis, that explains the O and the S that you've been seeing in our videos and in Matt's videos and in several others. Little Easter eggs that are around online here, there and everywhere. I know there's been quite a few comments about what's this, quite a lot of guesses.
Quite a lot of people sort of trying to work out and trying to find out what they are.
Yeah, so a big gold star if you got it right. Yeah. Optimus and Satis, that's what they are, that's what they do.
And that's it. I'm going to go home now because I've finished here, and then it's just you need to pick out the fish in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'll do that, and maybe we'll go and see a local fish store near here, and we'll get some fish. I'm thinking maybe CPDs, celestial pearl danios for there, maybe some shrimp, or maybe some. You were saying earlier, I had an idea about what fish I wanted in here, but you were saying platies. Just fill it with like red wag platies or something.
It would look so good, wouldn't it?
I think that would look really cool against the punchy green and grey. Yeah. So I think I've been talked into platies again.
Yeah, one of those fish, isn't it?
Yeah, no, they are super cool. So
awesome, right? Well, the next time you see the tanks, hopefully Dave will be putting some fish in there, and we'll see where we go. But thanks for having me.
Superstar. I think I just love them. I think they look great.
Thanks. Awesome. Yeah. Right, we'll see you in a couple of seconds, hopefully, when there's fish in it.
So it's now been about a week since Matt set the aquariums up. Everything's great, to be fair. They've settled in really well. The lights are controlled by an app, so they just come and go on. Especially important for the live plants. Water's up to temperature. Aquarium's filters are working well. Tested the water quality, everything's good. So we're going to head off to the fish shop now and go and get some fish and some shrimps to go in, so we can actually bring life to them. And this is the bit I'm really excited about. So off to the fish shop we go. Okay, so we're back from the fish store now. We've got a box of goodies. We've got a couple of different varieties of shrimp. We've got some celestial pearl danios, which I was really after, so I'm buzzing for those. And we've got some other little danio species and some baddis. Just letting you know what fish we've got going into this one. So in here we've got scarlet baddis, we've got some celestial pearl danios, and some crystal shrimps in here as well. So it's a total of 8 fish and 4 shrimps.
Dave, what happened about explaining Satis to all the viewers in this video? So here I am, your host for the last few minutes of this video, and Well, I'll tell you what's going on in it. Anyway, let's crack on with the video. At this point, we add Optimus to help with detoxifying ammonia, nitrite and nitrate. Also, Optimus binds to the ammonia and makes it too large to fit through the fish's gills. Then we add Satus to accelerate the maturation process. This also has the special Satus microbe in it that prevents new tank syndrome. And now we get to the fish. So first up in the second tank is a group of Danio Tinwinnie. I think I'm saying that right. Or Gold Ring Danio if you prefer the common name. And then the second animal to enter the aquarium is a group of yellow cherry shrimp. They look really good in there. And then as with the first tank, we add Optimus, which Dave still isn't talking about. And then finally Satus for the all-important bacterial boost. Anything you want to add, Dave? I guess not. So there we go, Dave's tanks running off of Optimus and Satus. I honestly have been using this product now for months, probably, yeah, like months and months. I got it prior to launch when I wasn't even allowed to know what the project was about, but I got it to test. And I honestly can't believe how well this stuff works. It's just crazy. Behind you, where you're filming me from, is my fish garage, the new fish garage. And I've set up every tank that is in here and upstairs on NT Labs, Optimus and Satus. And there's no hiccups, there's no problems, it's just been amazing. I have spoken to Dave several times now since we filmed this video months and months ago, to be honest, and the tanks are doing so well. He has sent me a few update photos and bits and pieces, but yeah, they are doing so well. Fish have settled in well, shrimp have settled in well. I'm looking forward to seeing them in a few months' time. Well, the plastic plant tank won't have done much other than grow a little bit of algae. So as long as Dave's kept his cleaning up, it will be fine. But I'll be interested to see how the plants are doing in the real planted tank. Thanks to Dave for having me in his house for the day. Thanks to NT Labs for having me on their channel as always. It has been amazing. It has been great fun. And I will see you all on the next one, whether that's on this channel or my channel. Who knows? I'll see you in the next one.